Hello everyone. So today it's a great privilege for us to talk about cybersecurity. This is a cybersecurity 101. So this is for beginners. If you're new to cybersecurity, you want to learn about cybersecurity, and you want to understand some terms and threats. So this video can be very useful. So we have a table of contents right here. So we are going to discuss what is the internet. We are going to discuss malware, adware, phishing, vishing, HTTPS phishing, spear phishing, social engineering, baiting, whaling, and then we are going to have a summary. So what is the internet? So as you know, the internet is not like the magical place that we think that, okay, we send a message and then we think second. So our friend just received that message. So the internet actually has a backbone. If you go to Google, you search for the backbone of the internet, you're gonna see like the entire world is connected through cables. So the internet is a global network that facilitates communication and data services through a vast collection of private, public, business, academic, and government networks. So it is decentralized, meaning that there is no central authority governing its operations. And then, as you can see, like if you go to a website, sometimes you see there's a .com, .net, and then .org and .edu or .org, some people say. So all these, they are like, the top level domain names. So if you want to have a domain name, you have to go to a hosting provider or like a place like GoDaddy where you can just buy the domain name. And talking about, the top level domain names, so these are the most popular, like .com, .net, .org, and .edu. Sometimes you can see .shop, but sometimes I'm kind of suspicious when I see a TLD, like top level domain names, that is like .xyz, like get rich now .xyz. Okay, this is basically what the internet is, like a bunch of connected devices and cables. So malware, so it's a type of software that is designed to arm a computer, like to just disrupt a computer. So we have many different type of malwares. So I'm not going to read all this. I'm going to just give an high level uh, summary. So we have many different malwares, like you have worms, viruses, trojans. The main purpose of malware is to just get data about you for financial gains or political, or just because they can. Some people, they just create malware for like not for financial or political gain, but because they can. And when it comes to malware, it's very important to just differentiate virus and worm. So a virus is something that must be triggered by the host. For example, if you get infected by a virus, probably the attacker can just trigger it to make an action. In the other end, a worm it's like an automated malware that just can just is standalone. It can just do malicious thing on its own. Can just get into your computer, copy itself, send other email to other people, all by itself. So in that matter, a worm is kind of more like sophisticated and dangerous. Adware, if you go to a website, sometimes you see so many adwares, and sometimes you may want to click on stuff like you think that this is legit, but this is part of the adware. So the adware, is something that displays something that you don't want. And many program nowadays, they have something called PUPs, like potential unwanted programs. For example, if you download those programs, they just come with a bunch of other programs that you didn't even ask for. So like you have to keep in mind, when you download a program, you make sure that it is from a very trusted source. Phishing. So phishing is, as the name describes, like someone that go fish try to catch fish. So phishing is a type of cyber attack that involves tricking people into giving away their personal information. So cyber criminals sometimes they use email. That's why if you go to your spam, you're gonna see a lot. And then you use fake website to try to get people into giving the information. And I think we had a video a couple days ago about how to detect and investigate phishing like a pro. If you check out that video, you're gonna see we have a demonstration where we use like virus total and then URL scan, so you can check it out. Vishing is like phishing, but it is through voice. For example, instead of like the victim receive an email, it is a phone call. You're probably familiar with like receiving a phone call from your extended car warranty. So this is called a vishing, because the cyber criminal trying to just use their voice to pretend that they are from the government or they are from your bank, and there's something wrong with your name. They want your social security. So you have to be advised that your bank will never ask you for your bank information because they have it. The government will never ask you for your social because they have it. HTTPS phishing is like when the cyber criminal try to trick you into giving up like personal information, like sending you to a malicious website. And then sometimes those phishers they have malicious link inside those websites and emails. So the best thing to do, never click on URL that you don't know. That's why from that previous video, how to detect and investigate phishing URL like a pro, we had demonstration on how to use virus total and URL scan.io to just see if a URL is safe. Spear phishing is a targeted phishing method that cyber criminals use to steal information by impersonating a trusted source. So once they get the information, they use that information for malicious purposes. For example, they get information about you, and then they can just call the bank on your behalf or just try to steal your identity. Because if they have your your full name, and then your date of birth and your social, they can actually do anything. They can create a bank account on your behalf. Social engineering is a way that cyber criminal, they try to manipulate people into giving away their personal information. So it's almost like tricking people, tricking you to do something or tricking you to just download a malware. For example, they might say that, oh, this is gonna help fix your computer, and instead of that driver fix your computer, it just kill your computer. Baiting is a very interesting one. It's like you're going shopping to Walmart, and you got there, you see there's a USB drive on the floor with a label, oh, confidential information, or get rich, or something like that. Something that just make you so curious that you want to plug this drive into your computer. And then once you plug it in, that drive automatically install malware for you. So if you see something, if it is too good to be true, it is probably false. So whaling is an interesting one. It is like a specific attack where the attacker tried to target like executive, like the president of an organization or the CEO. The reason being is that if they want to like privilege escalation, they just use those kind of trick. All right, this is the summary. So now, after we discuss all this, how to just avoid this kind of attack. How do we avoid malware and adware? It's simple. Always use a reliable antivirus protection. So I'm not doing like advertisement, but the one that I kind of I have been using in the past, Avast, AVAST, and Malwarebyte. Those are very good. And then to avoid phishing, Vishing, whaling, spear phishing, and HTTPS phishing, you have to just be careful when you go to your website. Be careful on giving up your information. And be careful on clicking on URL that you don't know. And then always use two-factor authentication, because no matter how good you think your password is, there might be a way that that company got the breach, and then the attackers, they get your password. But now if you have multi-factor authentication or two-factor authentication, this add another layer of security for you. Social engineering and baiting, how do we avoid that? Do not trust anyone who tries to manipulate you into giving away your personal information. If you receive a phone call from Joe say that he's from your extended currency, just don't give information. If it is too good to be true, as I always say, it is false. Thank you for watching, and please add into the comment what other threats you want us to discuss, and then always try to share like that cyber guy with your friends so you can learn together. Thank you.